All right. So what I'll show you here is the experience from an agency user. That's this screen.
Mhm.
And then I'll go over to the dev environment to show you an experience from a tech user. You're a tech user, obviously.
Mhm.
And your question about how it compares to a PRM, a typical PRM. And the way I like to explain it is we've built Partnerhub to be more of a dating app for partnerships with a project management front end.
Gotcha.
Whereas PRMs, the first thing they set out to do is say, how can we track revenue events between CRM and referral partner? And then
Mhm.
how can we pay out those partners? So mentality of a PRM software product team is how can we automate tracking and paying out commissions?
Mhm.
Mentality of our product team is how can we make more matches happen? And how
Mhm.
can we help you strategically run your partner program with a partner in the same place? And the
Gotcha.
problem with PRMs is that they are not built for your partners to use. They're built for you to use, like a CRM. You don't
Mhm.
invite your customers to a CRM, which means the R in that CRM, the R in the PRM, which stands for relationship. It's really it's a misnomer almost. It's kind of just
Mhm.
a word that was probably used by someone when they were originally building the first CRM, but it kind of got lost when the actual paying user demands certain things, and then the other side of the equation never gets considered. So we were getting a lot of requests from our agency users saying, from our agencies, sorry, we have a big community here of agencies. So we run that. And we've been running it for 3 years, and we've been helping manually make these matches. And the agencies were all complaining about not having a place to manage partnerships, being pulled into multiple PRM portals by their partners. You can imagine a typical agency user of Partnerhub has probably 5 to 10 on average partners between agencies and tech. Some of
Mhm.
our bigger agency users, like your Trellises of the world, like your Hawk Medias of the world, these guys have 200 plus partners.
Mhm.
So when you go to Trellis and you're like, sign up for our partner program, here's the partner stack link, and you got to submit your deals here through this portal, and this is where you get payouts, etc. You're just creating sort of an out of their typical workflow
Mhm.
routine. And most of the agencies that we talk to never even log into portals, never even track down commissions. And they just want to work with you personally to figure out ways that they can grow their business, whether it's building
Mhm.
services on top of your product or it is um, referring directly to you in return for you referring back to them.
Mhm.
Now, with your bigger products, commissions may become a bigger part of the equation. Like your Gorgeous is a big user of Partnerhub. They have a very expensive product when it gets into the enterprise build, and yeah, there's significant commissions there.
Mhm.
But even then, most of our users, especially when they're just starting their partner program, they work very one-to-one with their bigger referral partners. It's not an automated relationship. It's not a, submit your deals to this portal and don't talk to me kind of thing. It's
Mhm.
I'm going to bring you a deal, you and me. We are going to co-sell that deal together. At the end of that deal, we're going to see how much it was worth. And if it's worth a lot and I worked hard, I'm going to ask you for a payout.
Mhm.
And that's not going to be 5% over perpetuity. It's going to be, no, give me 5 grand now because it was an enterprise deal and it's worth
Yeah.
50 grand to you.
Mhm.
I don't want $500 over the next 10 months. I want
Mhm.
5 grand now because I already spent that money on my salesperson, paying them their commission.
Yeah.
So we looked at all this and we said essentially, okay, well, we need to kind of figure out a different way to approach partnerships. So we put this into the hands of our agencies. They love it. And we start to build features for the tech users to find more agencies. The marketplace is the big one. There's also matchmaking systems behind Partnerhub. So when a new tech user joins, they get placed into a backlog called the curated partnerships backlog under new technology partnerships. for any new agency that sells to the same customer profile. So when you join as Reich, in this case, you will submit what category you're in, what target agency vertical your customers live in, or target vertical, sorry. What types of agencies can use your product the most or the best? And what services does your solution make easier or better? So what we're trying to figure out here, as well as your target customer size and where you're selling, and also what ecosystems you're selling into, the agency answers all of these same questions in a different frame. So when you answer a question like what target vertical you sell to, and you say agnostic, or we sell directly to agencies, and then you say that you enable PPC services, and you sell to mid-market and enterprise, and so does this agency, and they sell PPC services that you enable, you're going to be put into their backlog.
Gotcha.
And they're going to first check out these products and move them to vetting if they like the product. They're going to check if you have a live offer. There's also a filter for this, and I'll show you what a live offer looks like. And they're going to decide if they want to deploy your program, snooze, or pass it. And notice this is a profile of a partner program, not a product. It's not about what Wonderment has on G2 crowd reviews, or you know, what specific features Wonderment has. It's really about who they sell to, what they're offering on the partnership side, technology that they integrate with or sell well with, ecosystems they work in. It's very much partnership focused. So agencies will typically come in here and run some filters, and they will open up a product like walnut.io, just approved this offer from Walnut, and it's literally gotten, I think, 7 requests in the last 15 minutes right off the bat. So he's got 7 phone calls with agencies that qualify. So he said B2B marketing agencies qualify for this offer. You could say must be a HubSpot elite partner, which would obviously narrow it down to only a few qualify, but it would be specific to your target audience. You limit it to a few, and then maybe 7 people book right away, and you have to tell 2 people, sorry, but that's filled, but I may have something coming up and I'd love to include you in that. And go into the conversation about partnerships and what you can do for them, and then definitely try to get them in the next one, right? So lots of agencies are going to be deploying Walnut, but there's many more in here. And then on the tech side, you know, after you submit your live offer, after you create your profile, you can shop the marketplace for tech users or specific agency users. But notice you see the tech user names. You do not see the agency names. You can run filters like primary, vertical, agnostic. Maybe you want HubSpot agencies. Primary area of advisory. Maybe you want operations. Maybe you want compliance and data analytics or development, right? And you apply these changes. You can even filter by location if you just want agencies in the UK or in Canada. You open up their profile, review just the boilerplate information about this agency, what they do, who they sell to. But we get some really interesting information from these agencies, like what technology they use and who they're currently partners with, and ecosystems they work in, and why they currently partner, and why they choose not to partner in certain circumstances. And you can show interest in this agency, which on the agency side will show up like this. Bright Pearl has shown interest in this agency. The agency is now the one that has to make the first move, like a dating app, right? We want to make sure the agencies feel comfortable. And if the agencies are enjoying this experience, which they are, we get tons of great reviews. Most of our G2 crowd reviews are from agency users. Then they're going to use it, and they're going to be able to find you and work with you closer. And then if you send them a task, so if you create a task for one of your agency partners, like your, just in this case, Gorgeous, sure. If I create a task for this partner, I can assign it to somebody on Gorgeous's team. I don't have to just assign it to Gorgeous blank, assign it to Shivani. I know she's my point of contact. I know that if this is an agency user, it's not just me trying to communicate outwards to her. It's me trying to fit myself into her current workflow, because she's got other partners that have created tasks for her. She's got other discussions with other partners. She's got other stuff going on inside Partnerhub. So I'm not taking her out of her workflow. I'm fitting myself into that workflow. And then I mentioned project management. So we have shared boards, and then we have internal only boards. Internal only boards means just you and your team see on the boards. Shared boards means if I add a partner to this board, they're going to get an invite to be added to the board. They're going to have to accept that invite, because once they accept it, it deploys you onto this board in their dashboard. And obviously they move to meeting schedule in your dashboard, and you are off to the races to get this integration completed. For you specifically, you'd be more in the co-selling, co-marketing, agency partner onboarding. And by the way, these Kanban boards, a couple things to know about them. They were developed not by us. They're pulled from top partner leaders that we know. Agency partner onboarding. This is how Jason Yarborough over Drift does his onboarding.
Nice.
Integrations and strategic alliances is from Saneer Shah. And then events was from a marketing agency, actually. This is how they do co-marketing events using these steps. And you see these asterisks at the end of certain steps. That means that a partner is going to get an alert when you drag them to that step.
Thanks.
And the cool thing about that is obvious. I mean, if I want you to get on a call with me to formalize an idea, I'm not just going to book a random calendar spot and you're not going to know what's going on. I'm going to drag you to that step. You're going to get the notification that I want to formalize a campaign idea under the events project with you. Then you're going to see the calendar event come through, and you're going to say, oh, I don't need to chat him. I don't need to do anything. If you do have any questions, like what is this about? Obviously, you can just pull up a chat and send me a chat. If you need me to do something before the call, create a task for me, right? And now you're in this motion. Integrations are here. You can post activity feed to Slack. You can create deals in Salesforce, Pipedrive, HubSpot. I don't know if Rike is part of our integrations list, but if it's not, we can request it and maybe get you added so that you can create stuff in Rike. But actually, I think I saw you in here when I was reviewing it prior. It's sort of in a section-based alphabetized. But if you're not in here, I can put in a request, because I know ClickUp's in here, so why not Rike? But you can use the preloaded integrations, or you can request a new integration. You can request basically a brand new integration that's maybe you specifically, your product, here, just submit it here. Or you can say, Alex, I saw Twilio on your list, but it's not in the guided flows. I need an SMS to go out when a partner is approved.
Gotcha.
On Twilio. And then you submit that as a request here, and then we will prioritize it accordingly and go ahead and get it done. And then what will happen is it will be added to this list, and then you just click setup and you can go into it. You can also submit product feature requests. You can also see our planned and progress and launch roadmap. It's not 100% up to date. We try to update it once a month, but we're moving so fast that it's hard to keep it updated. The big thing for you is, where is it? Concierge. So when you upgrade in Partnerhub, that's all free, by the way. So all of this stuff is free. Partnerhub is the product, but we have an ecosystem behind us. We have people that are doing matchmaking. We have training. We have gated training, like the accelerator. We have a 4-week boot camp every October. in these gated areas, we have templates and resources like partner track presentations, OKR templates for partnership teams, cold agency outreach sequences that work really well. What we have built in the concierge program is essentially a way for you to contract us and our team and get access to the resources and the support for your team. So if you're not a concierge user, this would go to a paywall. If you are a concierge user, it will show up as a journey plus concierge plus data. The journey houses everything you need out of our ecosystem. We update it every time we come up with a new resource, or if we have something that we want our concierge members to do, it goes into here. So you see strategies, you see resources, guides, all of that
Is
stuff.
there abilities you're losing if you don't have this, or are you just losing essentially tutorials?
Yeah, I'll show you here. So concierge is everything that you get in the free account that I showed you. All the bells and whistles are there in the free account using Partnerhub. You can even shop for partners in Partnerhub. You can even submit live offers and integrate with your stack for free. If you want our help with partner matchmaking, if you want our help to request data sets that you can use in your own prospecting, if you want use of premium integrations that are coming, if you want to be highlighted more throughout the app, if you want more matches out of Partnerhub, then right now it's at $295 a month. It's 90-day billing cycles, not 30-day. There are no 12-month contracts. It's just pay every 90 days. Now it does go up every 20 people that we have registered, because we essentially have to staff up every time we get to about 20. So we can handle about 60 today's day. This is August 23rd, but in 2 weeks from now, we'll probably have to hire another person. And then our concierge members that didn't get in at the early bird pricing will have to pay that.
So if you get in at 295, will that go up regardless, or is that gonna essentially you're locked in for a lifetime of?
Yeah, you're locked in until you downgrade.
Okay.
So you can downgrade anytime under the billing system. Here, add a new payment method. You can invite your team members. You can invite them as members or administrators. The difference really is members can't change the important stuff, can't add credit cards, can't view the billing side. Admins can. Members don't get notified either for these things like partner requests. Partner requests come in, by the way, here, view their profiles, request a call, deny, or approve them. You will get partnership requests. Right now we're at about 500 agencies, but that's going to go up to 1,000. It's going to go up to 2,000. And as we grow, you'll get more requests. We have a wait list right now of tech companies, and we let companies in for now 3 ways to get in. You have to either be invited, you have to plan to migrate your partners into Partnerhub, meaning add them or send us a list and we will add them for you if you have a lot. At least get them the invites. It's free for them and they'll thank you for it. Number 3 is upgrading to concierge. So basically saying I'm going to be a concierge user if you let me in. Concierge user, I wanted to mention the data sets you can order here. So if you want, for you guys, maybe you want DataBox partners or Doodap partners or FormStack partners and Google Apps partners, and you want to make sure that they're, not a small agency, maybe a decent size agency. We have 353 partners matching that criteria. One that I thought was super interesting is someone did HubSpot and they did Salesforce, and then they put implementation. And what that's doing is saying any of these agencies that have the word implementation in their services section show up under that filter. You request that data and call it RevOps implementation. RevOps, because most Salesforce spot implementation agents, RevOps agencies, whatever you call it. When you order a data set, it goes here and you can refresh the data, which is kind of cool because we add data every day and if you want that data set and that's a really good one for you, maybe you come back in 2 weeks and hit refresh, and now all of a sudden there's 400 under that filter, right? Or 500, or whatever it is. You can also request that we find certain types of agencies in the concierge program. You'll actually submit an ideal agency persona here. This will show up as a form. It just takes a second. And then the concierge, him or herself, you'll be assigned a concierge. It takes a second to load. It's actually a drift embed. And every day you load the concierge, it asks you, what would you like to do today? You want to look for a resource, connect me with a specific agency, book a strategy call, something else. And most people will say, connect me with an agency. And then we've gotten into a routine in concierge that works really well. Essentially what we do is every Monday, our tech users will tell us 10 specific URLs, agency XYZ. It's better if it's a LinkedIn URL, 10 agencies that we should be targeting that week. And then we will essentially go out to LinkedIn, we'll go out to email, and we will go after those agencies for you. So this is for your team. You can add your partner managers here. If you have concierge, they have access. So they don't come knocking on your door saying, hey, I'm trying to figure out how to get in touch with this agency, or I got an agency in chat and I don't really know what to say to them, or how do I find more Salesforce agencies? You don't have to worry about that. They just come to concierge and saves you both a lot of time and hassle. Awesome. That's that. Any questions about the product?
Concierge? No, it's all straightforward.
Pretty
Seems super simple to use.
And then what I'll do is I'll send you an invite. We'll get that out. Stop this recording. Let me know if you need it.